All right, folks, Dave Mad Max Bourlet, and I'm here in beautiful Florida at the Tampa Pro this weekend, and I'm here with my good friend Joe Corbett, the new owner of the iconic brand House of Pain. Joe, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, Dave. Good to be here.
It is so cool. We have so much to talk about. First, you need to let me know, House of Pain, that's a company that's been around forever. We've seen every single great pro bodybuilder, great champion wearing that brand, and I want to know how it is that you actually acquired this iconic brand. Well, tell me a little bit more about the story there.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of the brand. I love the brand. I've had, House of Pain shirts back in, the late 90s.
You too.
And I'm sure you do too, yeah, most people do. And so I've just been a fan, and I've always liked the brand. And so as a family, we decided to acquire the company, and it's been a lot of fun.
How long have you owned it? Like, how long did you buy it? How long ago did you buy it?
Just recently. We relaunched the brand after it being dormant for about 3 years.
Wow.
At the Arnold. So that was the launch, and since then we've had great response. We've had other people in the industry, supplement company owners that have come up to us and they're like, "Man, I'm glad you're back." They're really happy to see the brand back.
I was just gonna ask you. I'm sure the fans of the brand are really happy that it's back again, because it was hard pressed to find a magazine or any publication where you wouldn't see at least one picture of a top pro bodybuilder wearing that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. A guy by the name of Rick Brewer started the company back in '96, and I've never met Rick, but I've talked to him on the phone. Great guy. And he grew the company organically and really grew it to what it became just by word of mouth and sort of had a cult following and has always done a great job. So we hope to carry that tradition on and make it even better.
It means a lot to you, this brand, you were telling me off camera, because all of us have struggles, all of us had hurdles through life, and this is like a lifestyle. It's something that Tell me more about that thinking of yours behind the idea, behind the brand.
Yeah, when we had the opportunity to acquire the company, what we were thinking was, House of Pain says so much to so many people. What is your House of Pain?
Right.
And what are your struggles? So we're doing some inspirational athlete competitions. We're sponsoring some shows, and through those shows, we've gotten all kinds of submissions through video, handwritten submissions. And some of these submissions just bring tears to your eyes, because there's no barriers for some of these people. People that have physical handicaps, mental struggles, and they're working through this through fitness. And so that's the space that we want to be in. We want to create the wearables to empower people and to make a statement. This is who I am. This is what I believe in. And, I'm mentally strong. Nothing's going to get in my way.
It's great that you say that, because it's funny. We now work together as you're a sponsor of Digital Muscle, and we worked. You sponsor a lot of the training videos we do over there, and so far we've done many great videos, including with the great Tom Platz and Samir Benoot. And every time I give them one of your shirt, and I said this is actually sponsored by House of Pain, they're like, "Oh my God, let me tell you about my House of Pain." So you're right. It really means something different to everyone, in a way.
That's great to hear. Yeah, we've had so many people come to us, and tell us their story, and that's been really cool.
It's great to have a product that actually speaks to people, and I think that's pretty much that's what your brand means and stuff. So, but let's switch gear for a second. You are actually a pro yourself, and you've been at this for a long time, and you finally got pro status recently. Tell me about your journey in leading up to the pros.
Yeah, that's awesome. When people say, "Oh, you're an IFBB pro," and I say, "Yeah, I'm a senior citizen division." So
a pro's a pro, man. Doesn't matter.
It's awesome. I've been competing for a very long time. Competed for the first time when I was 21 years old, so that was many moons ago, and competed a few times, and then got married. We had 5 kids, so there.
Oh my God, you got 5 kids?
5 kids, yeah. So and 2 grandchildren, and 1 on the way. So there wasn't much opportunity to compete for a few years. 5 kids in 10 years, so life happens, and. So once it got to the point where I could devote a little bit more time to my training and be consistent with my diet, I started competing again at 40, and I've competed in multiple shows every year for the last 15 years. Won my pro card last year at the Universe.
Wow.
at 55.
And this weekend, there's actually a Masters division at the Tampa Pro, and you're here, of course, with House of Pain, but you want to go see the show because now you took a break this year. You're not competing. I saw on social media say, I'm not competing this year. I'm trying to get myself in shape. But now you're going to get the jitters again.
I have the jitters. I was sitting in there watching the Masters, and are those guys great athletes or what? It's just amazing. Guys in their 40s, 50s, and even beyond, just bringing such great condition to the stage. And those are the guys that devote their lifestyle to training, proper nutrition, and it's so inspiring to be around that.
Tell me what your plans are as far as the brand. What is it that you want to do with it, and what's the ultimate goal? I mean, I know that you were great enough to send me a lot of samples and a lot of things to Venice. So every chance I get, I love to put that on the guys, for the shoot. And every time they see that, like, oh my God, House of Pain, I love that brand. That's always what they say. They're back. And so, what's your ultimate goal? What is it that you want for the brand over the next few months / years?
That's a great question. We obviously have a big vision for the brand. We're launching another brand called Iron Never Lies, or INL, and really cool branding behind that. And that's going to be a little bit more fashion forward. The House of Pain line will maintain its edgy, hardcore, look, and the new brand, like I said, will be a little bit more fashion forward. Really cool things coming. And we've been so blessed to be surrounded by people like Dan Solomon and you, Dave. You've been a huge supporter of us, and thank you so much. And God, the list goes on and on. There's too many people to even mention, but when you have that kind of support behind you, I think sky's the limit. We want to open up international distribution. We've actually had a couple meetings here with, I won't say right now, but
you don't want to jinx it.
but big things coming. Yeah, we really have a big vision for the brand.
Yeah. By the way, we just did an interview with Chris Cormier recently, and I just hooked him up this morning. I said, don't forget about what I asked you. He says he's going to be there in 2 days, so just so you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So he hasn't forgotten. It's just Bader's not right there, but that would be great. So I mean, you want to take over the world, man.
Man, we're going to grow it responsibly. We're going to provide good structure to the business, and we're going to be good stewards for the brand and for the industry. We want to give back to the bodybuilding industry for sure, powerlifting industry, CrossFit, all the people that have supported us. We're going to give it back, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's also a family affair, you guys. So this is not like a huge corporation. Joe bought this for himself because he had, the passion for it, and he was a fan of the brand. And you got your whole family involved in this. Your sons are working for you, and tell me about that. How's that to work with family?
It's just awesome, man. It's such a blessing. My oldest daughter, Casey, handles all of our wholesale accounts, B2B business. My son Joseph is really my right-hand man and runs the business with me. I have my sons Luke and Frankie that are very active in social media and also in sales. And sometimes you got to take the dad hat on and put the business hat on, yeah. So that's been a little bit of a challenge, but it's just been so fun. And honestly, my son Luke is an international business major, and he just did a semester in Europe, in Switzerland and in Italy. And yeah, great opportunity. But I think you learn more by, that's theory, and that's great. That's important. But the hands-on aspect of it is so important, I think. And he's learning a lot. We're all learning a lot,
It must be great to work with family, or is it tougher? I mean, you said sometimes it's hard to take the dad hat off and put the boss one on. But it must be great that you get to spend time with your close one, and work doesn't actually take away from that.
Yeah, no, it is awesome. We all train. When we train together, we're on the road like this. We were training at 10 o'clock last night at the North Tampa Powerhouse.
Yeah, it's a new one, I heard.
Not that one.
Okay.
The one north of there. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, it's vintage, old school. It's just a great vibe.
Fits with the brand.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And that's a great gym. We're going to go to the one you're talking about on Hillsborough, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
want?
haven't been, but I heard people talking about it from the elevator.
Go
So
train with us tonight.
Yeah, what time are you going?
I don't know if I can keep up with you, man. Look at you.
I have to do arms at some point this weekend, so if not today, tomorrow for sure.
Good. We'll have to do it.
Oh, okay. So Joe, digital muscle is, I think, digital muscle again. Dan started that like a year and a half ago. So you guys kind of like almost started around the same time, and you're both on the growth phase, and with all the new videos, the new content, and you joining forces with Dan. I think it's a good synergy between all the people involved. All seem to have the same vision and the same passion for the sport, and I think that's great in business, don't you think?
I do. I met Dan through very good people that have been so good to me and good friends, Ron and Nancy Norman.
Okay.
And when I met Dan, he told me about what he was doing, and he said, "Hey, we can host your blog, we can do this and that, but it's so much more than that."
Yeah.
I mean, what you guys are creating over there is pretty special. And so maybe I should take the microphone and interview you, because you asked me what the future is. I mean, your future is.
I have too many secrets, and if I'm being asked questions, then I'll spill the beans, and that's not good. We want to keep some stuff secret, but we have some big things coming.
Absolutely.
And I think it's great that you're with us on the ground floor, and it's going to be very exciting over the next few months. Joe, I wish you the best of luck with the brand, and tell me where people can actually find it. Give me the website address, social media, of course, digitalmuscle.com, all that stuff.
Yes, sir. So our blog is through Digital Muscle. Our website is houseofpain.com. Okay. Instagram and Facebook is, I'm not very good at this kind of stuff.
House of Pain Fitness Apparel, or
House of Pain Apparel.
Okay.
Yeah, House of Pain Apparel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So visit us, and definitely we're having some social media competitions where we're going to award the winner athlete for a year, a House of Pain athlete for a year. There's all kinds of great perks with that, including training with some really cool people and going to some really cool gyms. More on that to come. And then also the Inspirational Athlete, which is another really great opportunity.
Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, Inspirational Athlete is you can submit, you register on our website, and that will be up, I believe, Friday of next week. And you can submit a video or an online application. Tell us why that you should be considered, House of Pain Inspirational Athlete. And the prizes are very cool. And will be chosen by, the athlete will be chosen by a group of people. Scott Stevenson and Tony Torres are promoting a show in South Florida called Clash of Champions. I've screwed that up before, so I have to be careful. And that's October 21st. We're the presenting sponsor, the title sponsor. And the initial competition will be around that show, surrounding that show. The award will be presented to the recipient at the show, actually.
Oh, maybe I'll go to that.
You should. You should. You have to be there. You have to be there, Dave. There's be a lot of pros there, a lot of people in the business. It'll be a great event. Really will.
Well, Joe, I love working with you, and I love your stuff. I'm so glad, as many people told you, that you should restart the company again. And big thing coming for House of Pain, you guys. Make sure to check them out on social media or on the website, or just follow us on digitalmuscle.com. And it's Dave Bourlet and Joe Corbett, and we're out.